Hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheraton Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. So Son and I came out to do chores this morning. We were met with a little surprise. Hang out, we'll show you what was going on.
Hey.
Who's your buddy? What are you?
Mama P here.
What are you doing here, Whistle Britches? So it's a great way to start Sunday morning. Maggie.
Come on.
Great way to start a Sunday morning. Big old sow out this morning. I think the feeder's empty. We're gonna fix that. Yeah. So let's go up there and see who else is out. I'm curious if there's anybody else out.
Come on.
You want a little bit of this chicken feed?
It won't make no noise.
Oh.
I need something that'll rattle. I need a rock or two.
All right, hang on. Here you go. Put this in there.
Come on, girl.
There you go. Dogs are barking and driving her kind of wacky. Give me a run, get a bucket or two of feed. Okay, I'll be right back. Here, you want this?
She's going with you. I'll just go with you too.
Okay, you want to jump in? Nice way to start Sunday morning, ain't it?
Well, it'd be alright if Maggie wouldn't be giving her a bruise.
Yeah.
Hush! She'll probably go right back in the way she got out. She came down this way, didn't she? She come down this way.
I don't know. Well, I saw her. I had to put the dogs up. They were driving her crazy. All right. You want to see if
Probably follow the buggy.
think she'll follow the buggy?
Yeah.
All right, let's try. Well, I thought she'd follow the buggy. Come on, girl. We got to go. Did you knock them boxes over back there? Come on, let's go. Come on.
It ain't your turn to go back there.
No, it's not your turn to go in the freezer yet. Yeah, sure, a good girl. You're just in the wrong place.
All right, come on. Let's go. Come on.
Come on, let's go.
Come on, Mama.
Come on, let's go. Come on.
I think we put her in right here. She'll do it.
Okay.
She'll find her way. Come on, girl. Come on, Mama.
You know, I was laying in bed this morning thinking about, I bet those pigs up there, feeder's probably empty.
Come on, girl. Yeah, girl. Good girl.
All right, how you want to do this?
Let's take some feed up on the hill.
Okay, in a tote,
No,
just in a bucket.
just in two buckets.
Okay, let me get a couple buckets and I'll,
And we'll come back and find her.
okay.
Oh, mamas.
You're missing one.
The red. Wonder where she's at. Yeah. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on, girl.
You recording?
Yeah. Oh, okay, go ahead. Hold on, man. Come on, girl. Okay. Come on. We're trying to show you how to get there. Come on. She recognizes it. There's Big Red. Right there. Yeah. Black is on the other side of it. Yeah. Come on, Mama. Up or down? Down. Atta girl. Ah, shit. Oh, I didn't think she was going to because it got her.
All right, small tragedy averted. And when we came up a few minutes ago to bring him some feed, the big red one over here, she wasn't in with the group. We didn't know where she was. She must have been napping somewhere, but she's back. So everybody in this group is here. So, whew. Well, that'll get your juices flowing early in the morning.
It's sweat anyway.
It's hot, ain't it? Son of a gun. North Carolina, summer.
End of July.
End of July, middle of July. Yeah, it's just going to be hot, ain't it?
Scorching.
Yeah. All right, and it's early.
And it's early.
It ain't 9 o'clock yet, is it?
We got to hurry up and get done.
Yeah, get back in the house. What's cool? Soft. We're getting soft in our old age. There you go.
I'm telling you.
All right, we got her put up. Man, I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera, but it is really, really smoky out here today. Kind of hazy. And a lot of this is coming from the wildfires up in Canada. And it's super hot, humid, and then we got this, I mean, yeah, you can kind of see it there. The mountain, usually you can see the mountain a whole lot better than what you can see right there. But it's hot, it's humid, we got this smoke. You just can't last for very long out here because you just get, I mean, it just wears you down. So we got all the chores done. I've got something I can do with the tractor now that is not going to require a whole lot of physical exertion. So let's go up on the hill. Let's go get the tractor. We'll go up on the hill and I'll show you what's going on. Take a few more than I actually need so it'll keep itself cold. Some Gatorade. Alright, so here's going to be our project for this. And this includes all the pasture over here. It goes down over the side of the hill, and then back down the driveway all the way out to the end of the property. We won't get all this done today, but we're going to work on some of it. So the cows just have come off of this entire field. They moved across the road a couple days ago, down to where the horse barn is. As I drove by, that's where they were all at, hanging out in the barn. But here's what we're going to work on. We've got a bunch of this. This is thistle. And as you can see, this guy right here, and that thing's probably 4 feet tall or better, getting ready to bloom. So we're going to clip all this as a means of weed control. It'll help it look better too, but we're going to go ahead and cut this before it flowers out, hopefully to stop in the seed production and keep it from spreading even more. And see, it's full right in here. I know probably the best remedy for this is to come in and just dig them up, but as you can see, there's a lot. So we're going to try to control this with mowing and with grazing management. So another problem that we've got is some of this. There's a lot more of it over that way. Yellow crown beard. We've got a ton of that around here. Comes up, flowers out. It's got 1 million seeds in it, and people say that the cows will eat it. I guess they will if there's nothing else for them to eat. We can't get them to eat it. So we're gonna clip some of that too, because it'll start to flower here. A month and a half, 2 months, something like that. So we're gonna work on cleaning this up, see if we can't make it look a little nicer. We got a bunch of area back here. We're gonna mow back here. We've got more over here. We're gonna mow over here. So let's get to work, see if we can't get it cleaned up, get it looking a little nicer. So we don't do much videoing up here because there's usually not a whole lot going on besides just having some cattle grazing. This is not quite the highest point on the farm in terms of what we graze, but it's really close. The highest point is actually, walk over here and I think we can sort of see it, straight up that valley over to the left. That's the field that you see us in behind the shop. So this is the field down here that's up behind the shop, and so the shop is just down in the valley right over the hill through the woods right there. But I've always thought this is probably one of the prettiest places on the farm because you can kind of see the mountains over there and down through the valley, and back up here you can see back down towards the pasture where the cows were at. That's on the left hand side of the driveway coming across. And getting it mowed just makes it, I mean, it makes it look a little better. But be a great place to sit here and hunt. But anyway, just thought I'd show you all that. We don't get up here much, don't do much videoing up here, but man, sure is pretty. All right, that looks a whole lot better. Now, some of this that's on the side and kind of to the back there, that's getting kind of steep, and the tractor just starts feeling a little squirrely in the seat of your pants. So it's not worth it to risk it. So we just kind of stay out of that. But we got the majority of this up here. So this looks a whole lot better. Got all that thistle cut down. The thing that I worry about that, you know, I'm always on the lookout for this time of year is yellow jackets. Yellow jackets around this part of the world will make a nest down in the ground, and you won't see them. You don't know they're there. You'll mow over them, and then you've got a whole swarm of those things coming after you, and they can light your world up without a doubt. So we're going to move over here next to this section, start doing some of this. Got plenty of thistle over here, plenty of that crown beard. We'll start getting some of that cut back. Like I say, the cows were up here about a week ago now. They've been across the road. Didn't want to mow up here until after they got done, and they still left a lot. They left a lot of grass, which is fine. And I'm trying not to cut down too low. We're just wanting to take this stuff off. Here, look at this in here. Son of a gun. I'm 5'8", and that thing's got to be 6'2", 6'3". I mean, it's up there. A lot of crown beard, a lot of that old thistle. So we'll get to work on this, see if we can get some of this cleaned up, make it look a little nicer. Seems like the farther we go that direction, the less thistle that we have. Still got a lot of crown beard, but we've got a whole lot less thistle as we go back down towards the driveway, towards the road. So not sure why. We'll get some of this cleaned up. All right, there it is. We got the pasture clipped. Got the majority of the thistle cut down. There's still some out on the far end of the pasture, but we did get a lot of the crown beard cut down too. And that stuff is just so aggravating. It pops up, it blooms. It's very pretty when it blooms. It's got a real pretty yellow flower, but then when it dries, man, it just casts millions and millions of seeds, and that stuff just comes up and kind of takes over the pasture. So sometimes in order to get your pastures in good shape, you have to go in and cut and get rid of and clip some of that junk that the cows leave behind. Now, we sure wouldn't come in and do this right before the cows came in. We waited until they had gone over this entire field so that we could come in and clip it and make it look a little nicer and get rid of some of that stuff, cut back some of that stuff that, again, they don't want, they're not going to eat, and is competing with the good grasses and stuff that we're trying to grow up here. So, man, it looks good. Spin the camera in here just a little bit. Got her looking good out through there. Here's Angel. Yeah. So, anyway, I think that'll do it. Like we always say, please keep us in your prayers. May God bless you and your families, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.